Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Julian Cooper, and we are back with another video. And today, in this video, I've decided to do a little bit of a story time. Um, I just like doing these. I think they're really fun. I've done a few, but I've scrapped the videos. But yeah. So what we're gonna be talking about today in this story is the time where I was in school and I had no sub. So yeah, so this story starts off. It was last year, and we were heading to sixth period. Now, make sure you guys know that I'm in seventh grade. It's the start of the year. I'm still thinking I'm still thinking I'm sick. Like I'm the coolest kid on the block. Okay, um, and then so I'm just going throughout my day. It's a pretty normal day. I eat lunch, and then I go to my fifth period, and then it ends. Fifth period was pretty boring, but so I start heading to seventh period, and the teacher the day before this, she told us, she was like, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I've got something to do, and then we were like, okay, cool, substitute, cool, easy day. So I was pretty hyped. So we get to the class, and there's no substitute. And now keep in mind, like, this teacher is really, like, unorganized. Like, really unorganized. Like, it's, like, funny how unorganized she is. Like, I came back from vacation, this year, and I didn't get my makeup work until, like, the fifth day. So, I mean, so, the substitute wasn't there, and we were all, like, whatever, like, probably, like, they're on their way, or whatever. So we're sitting there for like 10 minutes. The sub never comes. So we're just sitting there and we're like, is the sub gonna come? Like, what are we doing? And so we get there. Well, we're already there. And so she assigned us some work in the back, that she told us that we were gonna be doing the day before. So go and get all the work and pass it out. And like, I'm thinking like, this is so sick. Because, remember, I'm still in, like, this cool phase or whatever. Like, I'm thinking I'm going to go tell all my friends about this. Like, and this was a special class where, so we didn't have, like, the people in this class wasn't in our normal periods. So like, there were some of my friends, there were some people I did not like, and there was just some people I didn't associate myself with. So there was like three of my friends in there. I won't reveal their real names, so we'll call one Deborah, and we'll call one, Chartusa, okay? So, me, Chartusa, and Deborah, we, like, just hung out the whole time and talked and did our work. But, like, at this point, we're like, wow, these kids will not shut up. So we assign ourselves, I guess, as the teachers. We write on the board, Mrs. Chartusa, Mrs. Barbara, and was that her name? Barbara? I don't know. But and my name, Mr. Cooper. And so we get everybody in line, and yeah, like, we just get everybody in line, we make them do their work. It's not that hard of an assignment, and then like 20 minutes pass. And Chartusa goes back to the back room and brings out some food. Like chips. Like, I think there were salt and vinegar chips. There was original Lay's. There was just all these kind of chips that the teacher was keeping for some special occasion. I can't remember what it was. But she has these chips, and she brings them out, and all of a sudden the class just, like, turns their head. Like, it's just, like, they freak out. They're like, oh my god, chips, I'm so hungry. Even though, like, I mean, we just had lunch. And it's, like, the end of the day. So, I mean, everyone goes back and rushes and grabs the chips. Now, being the good boy that I am, I didn't. And they ate a whole bag of chips and a half of one, while remember, there's, like, 4 bags. And so, so obviously this is a problem because they ate the teacher's chips. And so it's just like, whatever, maybe she won't notice, whatever. So we get through the day, everybody finishes their work, but then at this point in time, some people are walking down the halls and they look in, they see that there's no teacher, and they're like, oh my god, there's no teacher. So they come in and they start eating the chips. Like, so at this point I'm like, yikes, obviously something's gonna happen at this point, but nothing did. So, because I thought like the security cameras were gonna pick them up coming in to the class, and we were all gonna get in trouble, but we didn't. So then about 10 minutes passes, and the class period's almost over. So we get everybody to clean up, put the chips back, finish their work, put their work on the desk. And we were like, wow, no one's gonna know that we had no sub. And we erased our names off the board. And so we just line up at the door, talk, whatever. And then bell rings, we leave. We go to our 7th period. It's a normal day. Or it's a normal period. We leave school. And then the next day, the teacher finds out that there was no sub and we didn't do anything about it. So obviously she is upset. She's more upset about her chips being eaten, but I mean, okay. So when we get to class, the vice principal's there. This dude's super cool, super chill. We will name him Mr. Chill. Okay? He's Mr. Chill. So she changed the desks. She changed them so they're all together in the corner of the classroom in front of the whiteboard, and she is mad. Well, I don't know if she's mad, but she seems pretty upset. And she starts out when she starts talking, this is the first word she says, in like a low, mean, attitude-y tone. She's like, so. And at that point, I'm like, oh, well, rip us. I mean, we're screwed. And then, she proceeds to yell at us, and she's like, well, it's not really a yell, but she's like, I can't believe you guys would do this. I trusted you. And we're like, sorry. And then the vice principal is like, Mr. Chill, he's like, all right, I will be taking some kids down to my office where I can have a chat with them. It's the people who were mainly involved with this issue. And he wasn't even mad. Like, that's how chill Mr. Chill is. Like, he wasn't even mad about it. He just was like, next time, just make sure you get a sub. And we're just like, okay. So he takes us down. He takes 2 kids down to the office, and tells them their side of the story. And then he takes 4 of us down: me, Barbara, Chartusa, and someone else. So, we get to the office. I'm really scared. Like, something bad's gonna happen. But nothing does. So, he talks to Barbara first, and Barbara is one of those girls who's like, I mean, she's probably gonna watch this video. Sorry, Barbara. Sorry. I mean, like, you're great. But she's like one of those girls who's like really sassy and like, you know what I'm talking about. But no offense, Barbara. But so they talk, and then she goes back to class. Now time's running low at this point for this period, so Mr. Chill then talks to me, Chartusa, and this other girl. And he starts off talking to Chartusa because, well, at this point in time, Chartusa is the one closest to him. This was his first year in our school, so none of us were really close to him. But after this, he began to start to like me, and I would walk up to him and tell him hi every day and good morning and stuff like that. And so we talk. We tell him what exactly happened, and we said we don't think it's that much of a problem because we got our work done. And then Mr. Chill, he was like, yes, I understand that part, but you ate the chips. And then I was like, well, I didn't say this. Chartusa said, well, it was some of us it was some of us who ate them, but others didn't. And then he looked right at me and he said, Julian. I was like, yeah. And he was like, you ate the chips, right? I said, no, I know I didn't. Like, I didn't eat the chips. Like, I was full. I didn't want the chips. And I was like, no, I didn't eat the chips. And he was like, well, some students told me you did. And I immediately thought of the two kids who were called in before me, or before us. And so I'm like, no, I didn't eat the chips. What are you talking about? And then he's just like, and then Chartusa sticks up for me, and she's like, yeah, he didn't eat the chips. And I'm like, yeah. And so then Mr. Chill was like, okay, well, you better watch yourself, son. And I said, well, I didn't say anything, but I was like, I mean, I didn't eat the chips, so I don't got nothing to worry about. So then, at this point, he's like, a phone call will be made home to everyone's parents. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And because, like, I texted my mom, I told my mom the night before that we had no sub, and she was just like, well, did you get your work done? And I was like, yeah. And so she was fine with it, which I was very surprised about, because she's not really too okay with that kind of stuff. But, so I told my mom, and, everything was good, right? So back to the main story. Mr. Chill tells us that he'll be making phone calls home, and we are like, okay, whatever. And so he makes a phone call home to everyone else's parents but mine, which I was like, oh my goodness, wow, that's crazy. And so he didn't make a phone call home to my house, but he made it to everyone else's. And so everyone else was super upset about it. They were mad. And yeah, like, they thought it wasn't fair because because it was nothing bad, but whatever, right? So then, like, because we only had this class for one quarter, so, like, the rest of the quarter, it was super awkward between us and this teacher, but we got through it, and, we got through 7th grade, because we're studs. We are the biggest study studs of all time. And, I mean, yeah. So, I guess that's the story. I guess the lesson from the story is always get a sub, no matter what. It's not cool. I had to find that out the hard way. But, anyways, guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I got this Apex gameplay up in the back. I win, so if you guys want to stick around and watch this, then you can. There's no commentary for it, but yeah, I'll thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.
Recharging my shields.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Down.
Reloading. Taking a moment to heal.
Enemy taken out.
1 minute remains. The ring is close.
Shot at. Void running. I downed an enemy.
Taking a moment to heal.
Reloading.
Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far.
You are the Apex champion.